I'm about to go hiking in the sunset, but I just saw a video of how President Zelensky was treated in the White House today. And I'm kind of embarrassed right now to be an American. I've tried to stay out of the politics recently because it's gotten really bad. So for my mental health, I've just stayed out of it. That was really hard to watch. I just really, he probably won't see this, but that doesn't resemble America. I'm sure you know that. But, a majority of Americans are really good people. I don't feel like I'm overreacting. I don't really get this emotional usually. But that was really hard to watch. It was just a bunch of really mean kids being mean to this man who's his country's in a war. I've never seen him be disrespectful to anybody. And it was just a bunch of egos in suits, talking to him like a bad dog.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you all for being loyal to the page. I appreciate each and every one of you. I just want to have a quick conversation on my way to my American job in my American country, right? I don't understand. I don't think I've ever seen, and maybe it's because of social media, right? Because with social media, we have a wide lens on how people operate and how they're acting. Everybody's so willing and free to share their their opinions and their thoughts about things, right? But my point is, I don't know that I've ever seen so many unpatriotic people in my entire life. I don't know that I've seen so many people who are ready and willing to go against their country, and do it so openly and brazenly in my entire life. You know, in other countries, when you go against the opposition, especially the government, you know, they consider that treason. Like back in the day when there were kingdoms and you spoke out against the king or the queen, they would consider that treason and then off with your head, right? But, you know, we've grown. We're a little bit more civilized, just a little. We're a little bit more civilized now, and so we allow for the free space for people to speak their minds openly. That's one of the great things about free speech, quote unquote, and democracy, right? But I don't know that I've ever seen so many unpatriotic people in my entire life, to the point to where you root against your own country, the country that you live and work in, by the way, and that you have your family in. Am I saying that America is perfect? By no means or stretch of the imagination would I ever say that. Yes, I know what America has been founded on. Yes, I know what America was built on. Yes, I know how we got here. Yes, we have all the history and the data and the textbooks to show that, right? No way am I saying America is perfect by any stretch of the imagination. We have a long ways to go culturally as a country. However, it makes no sense to me, none. It makes no sense to me to actively root against and go against the country that I live, breathe, work in, and have my family in. What? Somebody explain to me why you would ever show up in the comment section of a tariff war, of a video about a tariff war, and say openly, I stand with Canada, or I stand with the Japanese. In other words, I stand with the ops. What? Are y'all for real? Are y'all serious? You stand with the ops? You hate this country that you live in so much, right? But you won't move out. You hate this country so much that you are willing to openly tell everyone about where you stand when it comes to your country versus another country. But you won't move. You won't go over there and live in China. You won't go over there and live in Asia. You won't go over there and live in Europe. You won't go over there and live in Canada. But you're so against your own country but you won't leave. Y'all won't fucking leave. Y'all talk really good game about how terrible this country is and its leaders, and how, you know, we have all these people that's just money hungry and it's ruled by the rich, and we get all that. And I'm not even saying you wrong. All those things could be true. But you won't leave. You still here. Despite having all the freedom in the world, all the ability in the world to work several jobs to save up however much money you would need to save to get the fuck up out of here, you won't do it. You motherfuckers are still here complaining. Complaining openly online, standing against your own country, the country that you live, breathe, work, and eat out of, in order so that you can take the stance of the position that you stand with the ops. I do not understand it, y'all. I don't care what party you root for, whether you Democratic or Republican. I don't understand why you would root against your own country. I don't understand. When President Zelensky came here and had that meeting at the White House with Donald Trump about the Ukraine war going on over there with Russia, people that didn't watch the entire interview, people that only saw clips, they said that, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed for us. I'm so embarrassed for our country. We ganged up on them. We ganged up on Zelensky. Trump and JD Vance, they jumped him in the meeting. They didn't give him a chance to talk. That's how I know y'all didn't watch the full thing. Y'all didn't watch the full interview. Y'all just saw clips and y'all went off the clips. Because if you would have watched the full interview, then you would have seen how President Zelensky was arrogant, he was flamboyant, and he thought that he could come into the goddamn White House and tell the American people how we were going to continue to fund his war, and he would give us nothing. Hello? Who am I talking to? Who the fuck am I talking? This guy came over here, sat down in the White House, and he came over here because he was supposed to be signing a bill that would go into effect to help end this war with the Russians. That was the entire purpose of him being here, was to sign on the dotted line so that they could move forward in ending this goddamn war, with him losing thousands and thousands of his people that he's forcing to fight in this war. So that was the purpose of him being here. But when he got here and the cameras got on him, he decided that he wanted to publicly parlay. He wanted to publicly parlay a deal on national television in order to get Trump to say, listen, if they do something over there in Russia, we gonna jump in and we'll beat their ass and we gonna fight your war with you. What? So you want us to sign a bill. You want us to sign a bill that would, in other words, say that we will adopt your war. Should you decide, or should Russia decide to invade you again in the future, you want us to adopt your war, come to your aid, and take on the Russians. So you want us to involve our entire country in a war that had nothing to do with us, right? Had nothing to do with us. You wanted us to jump in and be like, we'll fight them. We'll fight them for you. Okay. If that's not insanity, I don't know what the fuck is. We done already given them billions of dollars. That's capital B, y'all. I said billions, not millions. We've already given them millions of dollars worth of money. Billions of dollars worth of weaponry to help fight the war that they've been losing ever since. They're fighting a losing war. The entire point of the meeting was to get his ass in here so that we could stop them from fighting a losing war and also save the lives, or what lives that could be saved, of his people. He decided, nah, I want y'all to promise that y'all gonna have my back first. And you know what American people said? You know what some of the American people said to some of y'all Democrats? They said, I stand with Zelensky. It's the most ridiculous shit. I stand with Zelensky. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. You take your American ass over there then to Ukraine and go fight on them front lines. Since you stand with Zelensky, let's see how far you willing to take it. Let's see how far your ass is willing to take it. I bet you ain't willing to take it that far. You ain't willing to take it that far. So I want y'all to stop posing, man. Stop getting online spouting about shit that you don't have no idea about. Stop getting online talking about how you about to go, you standing with Zelensky and you about to arm up? Huh? You about to suit up? Go ahead, suit up and get your ass out of here. Suit up, get on that front line. Put your boots where your fucking mouth is then. But you won't. Y'all won't, because y'all just be talking. And I don't understand. I don't understand people that go against their own country's goals, their own country's ambition, and the general wealth of their own country. If the country goes under, then you go under. It's literally a case of a biting the hand that feeds you. And I'm not saying y'all gotta agree with everything that Trump is doing. I don't agree with everything that he does. But I'm not gonna in turn go and turn around and root against the country that I live in. The country that has allowed me to provide for my family. The country that has allowed me to live this life of freedom. We've come a long way. We have come a long way. How insane would it be for me to go and stand with the opposition against my own best interest and what's best for my country, and in turn what's best for my family? What the fuck are y'all talking about? I don't understand y'all at all. Some of the most dumbest motherfuckers that I've ever seen in my life. It's no wonder why the Democratic Party is in shambles right now, because look at y'all. Look at y'all. It's fucking pathetic. It's a travesty. Trump say he gonna initiate tariffs and start making these other countries pay like we've been paying for years and decades and decades and decades. They've been charging us to bring our American goods over there. They've been charging us out the ass to bring our American vehicles over there. That's why you don't see no American vehicles nowhere else. But we allow everybody and everything to come up in our country, and we don't charge them shit for it. Trump say, no, we need to change that. In order to get ahead of this deficit that we in, this hole that we in order to get ahead of all this money that we owe these other countries, we need to get ahead of it. So I got a plan for us in place. We're going to start using tariffs. Y'all said tariffs won't work. It's bad for the economy. Man, I could go on another 15 minutes, honestly, about this, about tariffs, because there's a lot of y'all that don't understand how tariffs work. This was a negotiating tool from the beginning. From the very beginning, tariffs was a negotiating tool. And it was to get people in other countries to do business with us. The plan is very simple and it's very clear. I don't understand how y'all missing it. Y'all too focused on what it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost us, oh my God, the groceries are gonna go on. There's gotta be a little bit of pain. There's gotta be a little bit of pain before you win the war. There's got to be a little bit of pain before you win the war. Y'all swear y'all don't like bullies. Y'all swear y'all don't like, y'all didn't like Trump and J.D. Vance bullying Zelensky. Y'all swear that y'all don't like bullies, but y'all live in a country that has been a bully and has the position that they have in the world because they have been the biggest bully on the block. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Us being the biggest bully on the block has afforded your ass to live how you live. To live very comfortably compared to some of these other countries and third world countries. Go live over there and see how they living. You won't. Anyway, like I said, I could go on another 15 minutes. Anyway, I just think that it's crazy. It's crazy to go against your own best interest. And I wanted to get that out. I'll holler at y'all later. Appreciate y'all for rocking out with me and for staying with me and for rolling with me and just tapping in. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Got work to do.